Well, I can't sleep. It is almost 3 o'clock in the morning as I'm filming this. Posted over on my Blue Sky that I was thinking about maybe coming back to YouTube and show games and talk over them as an idea for YouTube videos I can make. Then for me, showing games, like actual gameplay, I'll be streaming them when I can. I currently can't right now. My camera is not the best, and I'm using Xbox to use Twitch and stuff, so once I get that all figured out and stuff, buy another camera, I can show off Steel Battalion here and me playing it. So actually first heard about Steel Battalion way back from Game Informer. My dad subscribed to it back then, and I remember seeing a screenshot which see like all the panels there. That's like the only thing I've seen from Game Informer back then about Steel Battalion was just a screenshot of the cockpit. And they said, there's way too many gauges, like the cockpit was way too busy. So that's what my back of the box looks like. And you do need the controller to play it. You buy a physical copy. So so that's how I first heard about the game, and of course I didn't know anything of it because I didn't have an Xbox as a kid. My dad went from PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 2, so I had PlayStation 2. So yeah, I didn't really get into mech games till later when I could collect stuff. I had my own job and money, such as, well, this here. And so how I remembered when I saw from Game Informer was Classic Gamer made his video about the controller and showed a little bit of gameplay. And so well, at the time I had my first job, which I was there for maybe a year or two at that point, maybe a couple years. So I had a debit card. Now I can't drive yet, so I was too busy in high school, so I didn't have time to get my license. So I didn't drive yet, but I would walk to work and back home in about anywhere from 40 minutes to an hour, depending how fast I walked. So but I have my own debit card, and what I would do on the weekend, I would go put money on it. So like I would go to Meijer or a gas station, put $20 on there, so, and go to Amazon and buy games. That's just what I did over summer. So Classic Gamer made this video on the Steel Battalion controller. So I go look on eBay for, okay, well, how much is Steel Battalion? And I saw a listing that was like 100 something. I'll say like 130, 140, something like that. So it was a pretty good deal. It's pretty cheap. So I was like, hey, I have enough money, I can buy it. And this, when I saw the listing, it was winter. It was cold out. I didn't really have that much snow during winter. Oh, I'm thirsty. And so I was thinking, well, okay, see this listing here, so one day could I go and put money on my card and pay for it? So, it was winter, it was cold out, but it didn't have that much snow. And so, a few days go by, and I think my parents said, they're like my dad. I think he's going to go to our hometown for Saturday. Then my mom and sister worked all day, so I had the house to myself. So I thought, oh, okay, I can go Saturday and put money on my card and pay for Steel Battalion, right? So I don't remember if I ate at home or if I ate breakfast / lunch out, but I remember being very cold that Saturday. Of course, I waited for everyone to leave, which I think was like 11 or noon. I think everyone left early. So, I bundled up. Now, I don't remember if I went to the bank that day or if I already had the money earlier. I just had to go put money on my card. I don't remember when I did that morning. But I remember walking around town. It's very cold. It's probably like 23 degrees out, something like that. It's freezing. So I'm about halfway there. I get to the music center of our town because I need to warm up. I'm not really around any place, but I walked to there and go inside to warm up. Luckily, I could open up the door and get in because really, no place is open. It's cold out. But I managed to, go in there. And also at the time, I had the Windows phone, made by Nokia. And so, that's my first my first smartphone. Ooh. So my phone goes off. I don't remember if it had the sound on or vibrates. So I take it out of my pocket. It's my dad. So I thought oh no, I'm gonna get busted. Oh no, he's on his way back home or he's close. Oh man, I'm on the way out here. It's cold. Oh no, I'm gonna get busted. So I answer my dad, and he just says, "Oh, I made it. Hey, you doing okay?" Say, "Yeah, I'm doing okay." Okay, and he hangs up. So they go, "Ooh, okay, all right, I'm still good." It's okay, I'm halfway there. So I go to wherever I had to go to put money on my card. I believe, I'm thinking walking all this way, I think I did go to the bank to take money out, because otherwise I would have just went to Meyer and just put money on my card there instead of walking all the way across town. So yeah, I believe I did had to go to the bank. I don't think I had the money taken out yet. It was so cold out. So yeah. So anyway, I go and do that, and then get back to around that area, and a blizzard comes. And now I didn't check the weather, but usually my mom she watches the news for weather, and I didn't hear anything about blizzard or snow or anything. I just thought, like, okay, it'll just be cold and that's it. So I get caught up in a blizzard walking. I'm the only person out on the street, by the way. Like, of course, everyone else is in a car, driving to work or whatever. But I'm the only person out walking on the sidewalks. So I don't remember, like, I went to a gas station also, I think, to get out of the blizzard. I think I was there for a little bit and also to warm up. And then I walked back home. On my way back home, I pull out my phone, check, I got the money on my card. Okay, the money's on my card. So I pay for the game. And it's the game and the controller. You know, that was the listing. They don't have I didn't know that there was another, like, manual that came with the game that explained the controller and stuff. You know, more detailed manual rather than just the one in the case. So so about a week goes by. I get the game and the controller. I set it all up. You know, I'm excited to play it. It's late at night. I'm hunched over in my room with a controller. I go and play it, and, you know, try and take steps, and the mech only takes one step. It's like, what? Like, I put it on the gear shift. You know, see on the controller here. You know, there's the gear shift there. So, like, you know, I tried messing with that, and the mech still wouldn't move. Because, you know, I have it on the gears. It's like driving a car, I guess, in manual or whatever. You know, you put your foot down on the accelerating pedal. The mech wouldn't move. So, I guess what happened was either the controller was broken on the gear shift, or it got broken on the way to me in the mail. One or the other. So I couldn't play the game, because you need that to move the mech around, because, you know, it's got legs, it has to walk. So I thought maybe I could try to fix it myself, but I never did that. And I still have the controller. And so then come, how many years later? About maybe 2 years ago, I went to GameStop with my dad. GameStop. Well, I went to a game store with my dad. You know, one of my local game stores. And they had a Steel Battallion controller. And it's for $300. So I was like, or 300 something. And I had money, but of course, you know, I couldn't buy it there with my dad. So I had to wait a week later. Went back with my car and buy the controller. Then went until much later that I had room. That, you know, I got an apartment. And I finally played the game this year. And it's a tough game. And when I say it's worth the asking price right now, I would say that entirely depends on you looking up the game and if you're interested in it. Because I got a deal on it. And I still paid about what it goes for now, getting that other controller. But, you know, I can at least play the game now. So, yep. That's all the fun I had with Steel Battalion and getting it. So, thanks for watching.